we want to do is make sure that at $5 a gallon, you don't have to go to Oakland or San Francisco unless you want to. And so what we've endeavored to do, myself, I get to stand in front of you and act like the big shot, but there's a lot of people behind me that have worked equally as hard as I have, and I want to introduce one of them to you tonight. And you know him if you've been around town for a while. Mr. James Sweeney, will you stand up, please? And from our conversations, and I met a lot of you at the Sacramento African American Art Collective meeting that we had at the Capitol. And some of you are from Sac Cultural Hub, who've done a lot of the advertising with us. We really appreciate that. And others of you, we've seen you around town at music festivals and musical events. So what we've decided to do is once a month to bring a major artist to town every month, first Sunday of the month. No excuses, no reasons why. No, we don't have enough money. No, we don't have enough people. No, we don't have a place to have it. We just eliminate all the excuses and we started saying, yes, we can. If you remember that, you know where that started. So we can do this and we can support and we will support, and we can't do it really without your support. And so I'm not going to talk any longer. After he plays a song or so from you, then I'll say a few other words about our schedule for the whole year, all the way into January. Anyway, no more talking. Platinum recording artist, selling artist, Grammy Award winning, Grammy Award nominee, Najee.
Thank you very much. I got to say I was caught a little by surprise by Larry to do this. But I want to thank him for bringing us here to Sacramento. It's been some time. I remember I was reminded today, about 3 years ago, I performed here in Oak Park at a concert, outdoor concert. We had a great time, but I totally forgot about that concert, because I guess it wasn't in the central area of Sacramento, so forgive me for those of you who are residents. I do a lot of shows, and that was one I forgot about until I came here today. But anyway, I just want to thank all of you. I hope most of you will be able to make the real concert tomorrow. What I'm about to do, it's a little early in the morning for me to play this. I'm going to attempt to just play a little something just for fun, okay? If you hear any crack notes, I haven't had a chance to play flute today. It's one of the most unforgiving instruments that I play. I play saxophone as well, as you know. But this is just for the private entertainment of you. All right? You know you're good. You know, I played some many big shows, and I know my history, I've done it. But one of the hardest things that I've always had a problem mentally doing is doing the national anthem for the NBA game, because you're totally naked guys. So that's how I feel today, but thank you very much.
So, tomorrow the concert will be a lot longer. 90 minutes. You're going to come out. The doors open at 6 in case there's any confusion about the time. The show with comedian Petrie Bird will start at 7. He just walked in, but I got to introduce one of the hardest working men in show business. James Brown ain't here no more, but second to James Brown, Don Cooper, I want you to stand up. Don Cooper comes, you know, we did Jeanette Harris in January. I don't know how many of you were here for Jeanette Harris, but we did. Don Cooper came down and he just worked his rear end off to help us make everything function as it should. He's an executive at xradio.biz, and you can go on the website and find out all about Don Cooper and all the wonderful things that he promotes in Las Vegas. But he always comes down to help me and us promote our concerts, and we could not do it without you. I just got to say it out loud just so that you know, got it inside. We appreciate it. Thank you very much, Don Cooper. For the rest of the year, I want to tell you who we have. May the 6th, Pieces of a Dream. You'll be able to get your tickets at the concert tomorrow night for Pieces of a Dream. We're going to have flyers and everything set out. That June, I'm negotiating with Joe Sample and the Crusaders. That's not an absolute done deal yet, but after tonight, after tomorrow night, you'll be able to go up on the website, and if you choose to, you'll be able to buy season passes for all 10 shows. So Joe Sample and the Crusaders for June. July, already confirmed, Professor Walter Beasley, fellow sax man, Najee, Berkeley College of Music professor, and he'll be coming to town with his band. For August, I'm in negotiation with Philippe Sace and Rick Braun to get them to come to town. That's August, right? Okay, here in September, this is a big one. I won't be able to do it on the first Sunday of the month in September because of her schedule. She's coming to the Monterey Jazz Festival on September the 24th. We are in negotiation with Esperanza Spalding. So if you can, I'm going to say that in advance. We're excited too, believe me. When they returned my phone call and they said, okay, you're doing something in Sacramento? I said, yes, we are. So we're going to really need you to support for Esperanza. Number one, because Esperanza is not inexpensive. Let me just say it like that. She's like American Express Black. And that doesn't say anything bad about the artists that we have coming. It's just that she just won 2 or 3 Grammys, and then she released a brand new CD, and her attitude is, this is my price. If you can pay it, we'd love to come. But if not, and I don't mind that for any of the artists. That's what we try to do. We try to pay them what they feel that they're worth. That way they always want to come back to Sacramento. That's September. October, does anybody know who the 15-year-old bass man was that began playing with Miles Davis? Anybody know? You grew up together in New York. Say it for me. Marcus Miller. So for October, we have Marcus Miller in negotiation, and that's almost a done deal. November, Gerald. And I said this, and I say it out loud, and he's sitting here with us. I don't mind saying that when it comes to Gerald and Najee, I feel the same about the both of you. Top saxophone players in the genre that, in my opinion, always have to take a backseat to somebody less worthy than the two of them and the record that they have established together, Gerald. And I'm just gonna say it, I don't have anything against Huge Group. I don't have anything against Candy Dulfer or Mindy Abear or any of those kind of people. I don't have any problem with it. They earned what they earned, but they just don't hold the candle to Najee and Gerald Albright. When I see them headlining for concerts, and I don't see Gerald Albright or Najee headlining for a concert, it does something to me inside. So one of the things that I tried to do was just bring some of the major artists who I just don't feel they have honored enough to bring to this town. And it seems like we do peep and repeat over and again at the Radisson Hotel, and I get tired of peep and repeat and seeing the same people over and over and over again, which is why we have Najee playing tomorrow night. So I think I'm up to November, am I right? Okay. So then we have in December, George Duke. So, and I'm not sure at this point whether it'll be George Duke and Al Jarreau together, or whether it'll be just George Duke, but I also have the option to bring Al Jarreau with George Duke. But I don't have a problem bringing Al Jarreau. There's only one little problem I have bringing Al Jarreau. It costs this much. Because Al Jarreau is 72 years old now, and so he's still performing. He's still doing an amazing, incredible job with his voice. But because he's had such a long and distinguished career, he gets long and distinguished money. Okay? And there isn't any joke about it. And I'll just say for this, when Esperanza Spalding comes, be prepared that general admission is going to start at $50. Be prepared. And okay, thank you. And be prepared that if you want to sit in platinum for Esperanza Spalding, that it's going to be credit card time. And that's how we're going to have to do it to keep bringing the major artists to town. So I just want to say that. Just 1 second. I see in 1 minute. Because if I don't do it now, then my brain will go. Did I say George Duke in December?
Yes.
Okay. So then.
Algebra. I'm sorry.
Put that out here right there. But you know what? If you don't speak it out into the universe, because there was a lot of people, when I stood up at Jeanette Harris, for those of you who were there at Jeanette Harris, I stood up and said, I want to bring Najee. And there were people that went, "Ooh, you didn't say that out loud, did you?" And I said, yes, I did say that out loud. And they said, do you know how much Najee costs? Do you know what his backline is? Do you know what this? They threw up every obstacle in front of me that they could say to keep me from trying to bring a Grammy Award winning platinum selling artist to our town. And I didn't understand that. Instead of them saying, hey, what can we do to help you bring Najee to town? Well, tomorrow night I get to stand on the stage and I get to say, okay, and it's not an I told you so any way, shape, or form. It's just a testament to a little bit of determination and a whole bunch of will, and then a lot of cooperation with his management, a lot of cooperation, because they understood that what we were trying to do. And when I spoke to his management, they were very understanding. They cooperated with me down to the nth degree. And so I know that I get back, and I intended to get back. So then in January, to start the year off, Jonathan Butler. So I've tried to outline the whole season for you so that you have an idea. If you want to go up on the website and you want to get season passes, what we've done is we've made a deal with you so that you can get 10 shows for the price of 8. And then what you do is once you buy your season passes, we send you the passes. They say platinum pass all season for the whole season, and then they have your name on the bottom. So when you walk in and you have that silver platinum pass on, that allows you to walk into all the concerts for the season. Or if you get gold passes, they'll be gold. If you get bronze passes, they'll be bronze. So the packages start at about just a little under $300 to get you into all the, $300 to get you into all 10 or 9 shows that we have left after Najee. Okay? So that's the lower end package, and then the larger packages go up to $700 for you to sit in platinum. So, also, I take suggestions. If I haven't mentioned anybody that you really want to hear, then hit me up, talk to me, say, hey, I liked it. I had a lady hit me up the other day. She goes, can we have Will Dowling? And I said, absolutely, we can have Will Dowling. It's just a matter of me calling. There have been several people that have hit me up on Facebook and said, I know it's not exactly jazz, but can you get Kim? Chemistry. But yes, Kim Waters lives here too. Yes. Kim Waters lives here too. And he comes around and he plays out in public sometimes. Yes. But we try not to have him do that too much, because then when we want to have a big concert and we want to bring Kim Waters, and everybody will say, well, I can go down to the blah, blah, blah. And so, he tries not to come out as much, but sometimes he just can't help himself. He just brings his horn and he plays. So, Mr. Donald Cooper, you had raised your hand to make a comment. Go ahead.
First of all, I want to thank you guys. Hello, brother. I want to thank you guys. One of the things that I do is in social media. Everybody pretty much has a phone nowadays. Everybody's texting. Everybody's on the social network. So my job is around the country and around the world is to deal with artists and independent artists to try and get these things monetized, get the relationship with the corporations and with the fans. So if you guys, these artists that he mentioned with budgets, if you guys want to see some of these things kind of get underwritten, all we ask that you do, he has a website, he has a phone number. Make sure your friends, your Facebook friends, you guys have email addresses that you share the flyer electronically with, and then create a database. Once that goes to Jazz Player Productions, then I can take that information, and we're working with him in conjunction with Wells Fargo Bank, Chase, Target, your local retailers around here to help underwrite these shows. That somebody, based on what you're doing on your social media, Facebook has an application where when you share that page and they go ahead and you can pay for this on your Facebook, you guys can get paid commissions for referring these flyers, and that'll underwrite the cost of these shows. So keep that in mind, it's free. So those like Esperanza, those fees, they still get paid. The corporation can underwrite your social networking, sharing this information with these events, rather than going to the radio station or the newspaper or paper print. We do it through social media, and we'll get these shows underwritten. Okay?
Thank you very much.
Phone numbers and email addresses, social media pages, Facebook.
And I appreciate that. Thank you very much, Donald Cooper, Las Vegas. And so one thing that we want to do with you before you leave tonight is make sure that we get your email addresses and phone numbers so that we can add you to the current database that we have. If you're not my friend on Facebook, I'm sorry, I have 4,900 folks on there already. And I don't have the room, but what I did was I created a new page, which if you didn't know, you can. You just have to name it something else. You didn't hear that from me? So my new page is called Jazzicology Music History Life. And I know that's long, I know that's hard to remember, but if you remember Jazzicology, if you type in jazz and you get to the last part, it'll bring it up. So Jazzicology Music History Life, I only have about 400 folks on that. I got lots of room for you on that. You can find me at Twitter at JazzPlaya, JazzPlaya. That's all I'm going to say. Once again, let's hear it for Najee. The other thing is that we're here prepared with tickets. So we're going to ask you to start your support tonight. If you don't have your tickets today, get your tickets right here, right now. We're just going to ask you to do that. Start supporting us right here, right now. My name is Larry Ellis. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you for the Brick House. Thank you to the Brick House for letting us do that. You got my back. I appreciate that.